We were, like many families, at a crossroad trying to decide if we wanted to move or not. We loved the area that we lived in. We live in Glendale. We love the environment and the whole community. And we really didn't want to leave. And we didn't want to add on an enormous amount of space, but we did want to enlarge what I would call more play area or social area. And so doing the Patriot Room allowed us to stay in the area that we were in and expand our footprint.
Yeah, we were cautious about putting on an addition because we're not in the most affluent area, and we were afraid that at one point we'd get too much money into the house in order to get it out when we decided to move. But I think that our area has grown now to a point where the added cost of the room increased the value, I think, that's sufficient to sustain the area. And we've also had comments from people that have moved in across the street that said that they moved in because our house looks so nice.
After shopping for a new home, we decided that in lieu of purchasing a home, we put this addition on. And it was the wisest decision we've ever made.
The ROI on this was incredible, not only because we did independent heating and cooling, which we were kind of vacillating on whether to do that or not, and Jim really encouraged us to do that. And that's increased our home value because it can actually be used as additional square footage for our home. So our residential value has increased in an area where residential values have increased already. It's just put us into an even more competitive situation should we choose to sell our home, which we're not going to do, but it would give us that added bonus.
And I got every penny that I asked for in my asking price, and it ended up having multiple bids on it. And the individuals that bought it told me that one of the differentiators was the Four Seasons room. They had seen many houses, but that was one of the things that made this house different to them.
We've decided it's one of the best, if not the best, decision that we've made about things we've done to the house. So. We're very pleased. It gives us versatility that we were hoping we'd get, and maybe even exceeds our expectations. So we are very pleased.
Well, at first I thought he was crazy. Because we'd been looking for different houses for so long, and or that was just our plan, that we would find something else. And he said, "Oh, you really should come and look at him." And so we came over here. And when we got here and looked at the room and met our salesman, he was so informative and gave us such good reasons that we should stay and add on that it made sense. And so we had him come out, and he worked with us to design the room. And then the workmen that came out were so professional and really made us feel comfortable about what we had decided.
Well, we were both wanting to do something, and we had this whole conversation about, do we want to move or do we want to stay in the house we were in? And so it was literally like the light bulb went off. We were watching TV one night, we saw the Patriot commercial, and so both of us kind of looked at each other and said, maybe that's our solution. Let's investigate that as an option instead of uprooting our family and moving out of a home that we love.
My biggest fear, I think, is going to be too much of an investment, but it really wasn't. It enhanced our house and our lifestyle so much that my only regret is we didn't do it earlier.